Hey everyone, Chris here, and in this video I'm going to review this Salomon Active Skin 8 backpack. So this is like a running backpack, and I bought it for adventure racing, and we'll go through the features, stuff I like, stuff I don't like about it. So I don't normally run with a backpack, but if I'm doing something like an adventure sprint race where I'm out there in a bit of the wilderness for 5 hours and I need like some extra layers and maybe a first aid kit and plenty of food, this is a good option. So it's called the Active Skin 8 because it's an 8-litre backpack, and they do various sizes. And so you've got the main pocket comes here, and then inside of this there's a little insidey pocket as well where you could stick some extra valuable stuff. Your phone could go in there maybe, and other than that it's just one nice big pocket. Now you can adjust the size down. It's got the elastic here and a little so if you did want to carry less stuff and it was bunching about a bit, you could just use that to reduce the size. I don't, because I travel heavy, but you can adjust the size of the main compartment to shrink it down to whatever you need. And then on the front it's got a bunch of kangaroo pockets. Let me stick it on. So the Active Skin I think is a step below the Advanced Skin, but the Advanced Skin doesn't come with that bungee cord on the back. Just clips on. It comes in various sizes. So this is a medium, I think, and even then I've had to adjust it down. Maybe I should have got a small because it's not a perfect fit even with the adjustments, but it's not bad. And I've noticed I can vary this based on how much weight I'm carrying in my stomach area. That's quite nice to be able to make that quick adjustment there. So here I've got a bunch of storage. So I've got a zip pocket here, which I use maybe for keys, and then I've got like a pouchy pocket here and here. So again, that was pretty good in the racing. Stuck all of my nutrition in here, and I put like my compass and my map and stuff, and a couple of other things in this side. And then above here we've got, no, sorry, that's the pocket. Above here we've got room for 2 soft flasks, so you can carry like a litre of liquid because you've got half-litre bottles in here. So all of that is good. Like, I like the storage, it feels great. I forget I'm wearing it when I'm out racing. Really does fit nicely, really feels nice. We've got this nice kind of meshy inside to let the airflow come through. Haven't really found any chafing around my neck, so that's been good. Might have just been the outfits I'm wearing, but that's worked okay so far. What isn't great about it, there is an integrated whistle, but here it is. It's pretty small. Pretty hard to make a good whistle noise out of it. I think if I was desperately in need of help and this was my only whistle, I would be maybe thinking, should have brought a bigger whistle. But the thing that I like about this compared to, I have the S Labs running vest, which is like the running backpacks but without any storage on the back. It's just got like a kangaroo pouch on there. This little thing hangs down and constantly goes, and it really annoys me, just this constant clicking. Whereas this just folds in there and it doesn't bounce around and hit other pieces of plastic and make a little clinking noise, which I really appreciate because that annoys me on the S Labs vest. Is like the highest thing they do, and it's not really a feature problem, it just annoys me a lot, and this doesn't do that, so great. But yeah, if I was calling for help with this whistle, I'd be a bit nervous. The other thing is, and I think it's like fairly competitively priced, but I think this will ruin that, is they come with these soft flasks which are completely rubbish. And the reason I know that is because I got Salomon's good soft flasks with my running vest. And so if you look at these, there are 2 important differences. One, that cap is a lot smaller than that. So if we just take those off, you can see way bigger for the good one than the ones that come with the Active Skin 8. It's a tiny hole, which makes it harder to pour stuff in and harder to get in and clean compared to this one. But here's the real problem with this is look at this end. They've just kind of like stuck it together, and you won't be surprised to hear that makes it incredibly fragile. In fact, literally the first time I used this, I was trying to get in and this broke, like literally the first time I used it. And so the first race I ever did, I only did it with one flask because my other flask had broken. I don't really like this end with no structure, because in terms of feeding it in, it's pretty hard to get in. It's got this tiny top, but the important thing is it bursts. And if you're at a race, the last thing you need is your flask bursting, especially if you have to carry a minimum amount of liquid and you lose a soft flask. Then what do you, stick a bottle in your bag? Do you carry the bottle the whole time? Do you just not have another bottle and then you fail the mandatory equipment check? Like, this is rubbish. So whereas, let me show you the good ones that I got with my running vest. They have this really hard bottom, which again, I mean, I've not used these things like a 1,000 times, but they've been great so far, and it's a bit easier to push that down into there. So the Active Skin backpacks are quite reasonably priced, but when you get these, I would literally recommend throwing these straight in the bin and buying, because you can buy these separately, and that's what I've done now, is I've just bought a bunch of these to replace them, because I'm happy with the backpack, but I'm not going to use this because I just can't risk it splitting in a race. So bear in mind that if you want to replace them with these, that's going to add additional cost onto your backpack, because you've got to buy 2 of these to stick in here to replace those. So that's pretty much where I'm at with the backpack. I like it, it's great, it's very comfortable, it's pretty adjustable, it's got plenty of storage on the front, on the back. You can even adjust the storage areas, and the whistle doesn't do an annoying knock sound. As with most integrated whistles, like my S-Lab vest whistle, it's not any better. Like, they're not the most powerful whistles, but if you have to carry a whistle because of mandatory equipment checks, the fact that you've always got one with you, I guess, is good. But I'm not sure I'd want to rely on it in an emergency. The only real drawback of this is these rubbishy soft flasks that just split on me on day one, and so it does add some cost if you're going to get Salomon's better soft flasks. But otherwise, I would recommend this as a really nice backpack. Hopefully that was useful. If so, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're into trail running, running in general, endurance sport, then hit that subscribe button, because that's what my channel is all about, and I would love to see you in another video.